is just moments away. It's the football team next on Madden NFL 22.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast. They love their football in this part of the is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis as always up. Brennan Gordon alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis and CD. In the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. Moss going to have a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Down he goes. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him. The season. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Let's go. Let's go. That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now Murray off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Miami. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 16 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got a man, it's Mims. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 50. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. On the handoff, it's Moss. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This is Jakeem Grant. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Drop deep, drop deep.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to Waller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Prescott now. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll find Gibson here, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Prescott. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is caught. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime.
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This one left side caught by Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A handoff running left is Gibson.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Prescott's throw here taken in by Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
We playing to win.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And that's caught inside the 30. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for Miami. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Washington ready to try again on offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
56, Mike, 56. Here we go.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Prescott. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
1st down, Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Prescott. He's got this one completed to Mims. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this one is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
56 is the mic. I got it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the screen.
Prescott on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here caught by Mims. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one complete again to Mims. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. To the air again, Prescott. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there complete to Myers. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Touchdown, Washington. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw it. Murray. He'll buy some time right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So a victory here for the